Okay, welcome everyone to your battle. Today we have the Golden Warriors versus the Golden Books. And when we start, we are going to decide who's going to get the odd questions and who are going to get the even questions. So right now we need the spokesperson for the Golden Warriors to add an S after their name for spokesperson, and also for the Golden Book. So I see we have Clara on the Golden Warrior, she has her S. And then if Rhina, do you know how to change? Perfect. So now Rhina has her S for spokesperson. So Clara and Rhina, you can unmute yourself right now. You are going to do rock, paper, scissors to decide who will be odd and even. And we'll do rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Make sure, Rhina, that your hands are up in the screen where we can see them.
Yeah, make sure we can see. And when you girls are ready, you can start.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Let's see, Claire. We can't see it. So Claire had paper, and Rhina, what did you have?
Rock.
Rock. So Rhina, your team, you get to decide, would you like to go first and be the odd, or would you like to go second to be the even?
Odd.
Odd, okay. So I am going to write the odd team is the Golden Books, and the even team will be the Golden Warriors. And I printed a version of the score sheet, but you guys can see it here that I put your names down for even and odd, and I also put down who your spokesperson. So now everybody can go ahead and mute. And before we start, I wanted to remind you all that while we're answering questions, you can't use any outside help. So remember to have your OBOB books put away. You can't look at any author lists. You can't look at any title lists. And you can only type on your Google Doc.
Which
so we do need.
I don't think
yeah,
we
do
shared those yet.
We do need to share a Google Doc with you. Before the regular battles, you guys will have all the documents that you need. So right now, let me see. I
was just going to get the odd document and put it in the chat for them. Is that okay?
Yeah, go for it. Odd team, you are the Golden Books. So you will need to open this Google Doc.
So that one, and only the odd team should open it. The even team, we do not want you opening it. So please don't. If you make a mistake and open it, just close it right away.
Once you have your odd document open, go ahead and find a spot for each of your names. And I'm going to open the document too to see that you're ready.
And now I'm going to share the other one, the even document for the second team, which is the
Golden Warriors.
So I just put that in the chat, so please go on that document.
All right, Golden Warriors. I'm going to open yours too, and I should see all your names coming up on there.
I guess the other thing is that the person who's looking at those documents can see who's on them because your name appears on the screen. So, you know, I don't think any of you would ever try to cheat, but just so that you know, they would also know it if you did. So.
Correct. I can see in the top right corner, everyone who has the document open. So the odd team, Golden Books, I see 4 names. And the even team, I see 3 names right now. Oh, I see a 4th name coming on. Now I'm going to make one recommendation that when you choose you can change your font, but Clara, the font you chose is cursive and it may be hard for your teammates to read. So I understand that they are choosing fonts to make it clear who's speaking. But remember, your team needs to be able to read your font, whatever you choose.
I would recommend a different color if that's.
Yeah, a different color would be good. That would be great. Like I can see on the even team's doc, Dong has his name marked in a different color, and that would help. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so I see 4 names and 4 names. So the team's set up. They look like they're ready to go. So before I read the question, I'll remind us of what team turn it is. And I will say the number of the question. We will start with 8 in which book questions, where your team needs to answer both a title and an author. Then there will be 8 content questions. If the question has a 2-part answer, I will let you know. So we will start with team number 1, the golden books. After I read the question, you will get a 30-second timer started, and both teams can discuss possible answers on their docs. The golden books can answer at any time. The spokesperson can ask me to repeat a question, but your timer does not restart. If the golden books does not get the answer correct or only gets it partially correct, the golden warriors will have a chance to steal. And they may use an extra 30 seconds, and they may hear the problem or the question again. So spokespeople, hopefully you're ready. The first question is for the golden books, the odd team, number 1. In which book are there birthday presents hidden in a hat box?
Okay.
Okay, that is time. So you have to stop typing on the document and have your spokesperson from the golden books give me their best guess.
El Tifo by C.C. Bell.
That is incorrect. I will read the question again for the even team, Golden Warriors, and they can take an extra 30 seconds to discuss. In which book are there birthday presents hidden in a hat box?
We don't need the extra 30 seconds.
All right.
Guess, The Vanderbeekers of 141st Street by Karina Yan Glazer.
That is incorrect. The answer is Changeling by William Ritter. So for that question, neither team got it right. So I'm going to mark 0 points on the score sheet. Now I will read question number 2. This book is for the even team, Golden Warriors. In which book is a character's favorite toy, or excuse me, is a character's favorite story called The Missing Princess? Okay, time is up. Spokesperson for the Golden Warriors.
The Dragonette Prophecy by Tweety Sutherland.
That is correct. So you earned 5 points for that question because you got both the title and the author correct. The next question is odd. So this is for the Golden Books. Question 3. In which book does a character wear something called a Mother Hubbard parka?
Repeat the question, please.
Yes. In which book does a character wear something called a Mother Hubbard parka?
That's time.
Oh, time's up.
Sorry.
So we need golden books. What is your best guess?
The vendor beakers of 141st Street by Karina Yan Glisser.
That is incorrect. I will read the question again for the Golden Warriors. In which book does a character wear something called a Mother Hubbard parka?
We don't need the timer, and we are thinking that it's Fabulous Eggs by Margaret Pokiak Fenton and Christy Jordan Fenton.
That is correct. So the Golden Warriors earned 5 points for that question. Question 4. This is an even question, so this is for the Golden Warriors. In which book does a character bake a cake from the Women's Weekly Children's Birthday Cookbook? Okay, that was time. So since this was even, the Golden Warriors have a chance to answer first.
Bob by Alana K. Arnold.
And there's another author.
It's okay. I have to accept the spokesperson first answer. It is correct that this is Bob. So you will earn, the Golden Warriors will earn 3 points for giving me the first correct answer. The author was incorrect. So this is a chance for the odd team, the Golden Books, to steal. I will read the question again. In which book does a character bake a cake from the Women's Weekly Children's Birthday Cookbook?
We have the author.
Go ahead.
It's Bob by Wendy Mass and Rebecca Stead.
That is correct. The Golden Books, you have earned 2 points because you were able to come up with a second answer, which was the author's name. We are on question 5. This is odd for the Golden Books. In which book does a character have a plum-colored Schwinn bike?
Clara was kicked out, so if you could repeat it when she gets back in. I don't know what we're going to do about that, actually. Somebody getting kicked out. I think maybe we should stop things and reread the question.
That sounds like a good idea. If someone gets kicked out, we'll pause the timer. And did she get back in?
She did, and so thank you for demonstrating, Clara, what to do when someone gets kicked out. If we notice that someone's been kicked out, we'll stop everything. We will pause the timer, or we'll start the timer again. We'll reread the question and we'll just do it again. So here we go. Repeat the question.
All right. So since a player was kicked out, they're back now. The question was, in which book does a character have a plum-colored Schwinn bike?
We have our answer.
Yes, go ahead, spokesperson.
Small Spaces by Catherine Arden.
That is correct. You earned all 5 points for that question. Question 6, the even team, Golden Warriors. In which book does a character make a rope bridge between 2 trees?
That's time.
Okay, even team, Golden Warriors, what is your guess?
The Vanderbeekers of 141st Street by Karina Yan Glazer.
That is incorrect. I will read the question again for the Golden Book. In which book does a character make a rope bridge between two trees?
Our answer is Before There Were Authors by Elizabeth Hadel.
That is incorrect. The answer is The Night Fairy by Laura Amy Schlitz. Question 7 for the odd team, the Golden Book. In which book is a character's bedroom an old walk-in closet?
Our answer is Bob by Wendy Mass and Rebecca Stead.
That is incorrect. I will read the question again for the even team. Golden Warriors. In which book is a character's bedroom an old walk-in closet? Okay, it looks like time is up. What is your best guess, Golden Warriors?
The Vanderbeekers of 141st Street by Karina Yan Glazer.
That is correct. So you have earned 5 points for that problem. Question 8 for the even team, the Golden Warriors. In which book does a character's mom grow up on a farm?
Okay, that's time.
All right, Golden Warriors.
Bob by Wendy Mass and Rebecca Stead.
That is incorrect. I'll read the question again for the odd team. Golden Books. In which book does a character's mom grow up on a farm?
That's time.
Okay, that's time. Golden Books, what is your guess?
Unusual Chickens for the Exceptional Poultry Farmer by Kelly Jones.
That is correct. So you have earned 5 points for that problem. So I'm going to add up the subtotal for the in which book questions so I can compare with Miss Law and see if we agree. So I have the odd team, the Golden Books, with 12 points.
Yep.
And I have the even team, the Golden Warriors, with 18 points.
I agree. I concur.
All right. So
Also,
now we'll be,
I wanted to say something out loud. So
Sure.
for our people who are following along and learning how to do this, I did send a message to Zong privately asking him to turn on his screen. So for the competition, as long as you can have your screen on, you should have your screen on. And that's partially so we can monitor and make sure you're not, Googling something on the side or looking on your cell phone or something. Thanks, Zong.
that sounds like a good plan. Okay, so the content questions are next. These are, for the most part, worth 5 points unless I tell you there's a 2-part answer. So we are starting with the odd. Question number 1 in the content questions goes to the golden book.
Zong,
If,
go ahead, Zong. Ask.
That question didn't contain like all the books.
yes, there is no pattern of if all books will be included or if any books will be repeated. The answers are just what the set of questions have. Okay. So we are on number 1 of the content questions, the odd team, golden books.
Wait, Emily has a question.
Oh yes, go ahead.
Question, can we pause? I have to use the restroom and I don't want to miss anything.
What
Oh,
do
this
they
is a
do-
good,
What do they do in the normal rounds when you have to have a break like that in the
If
middle?
you have to use the bathroom, the other team has to continue without you. At least that's what we did at our school.
Okay.
okay, so it sounds like at least one school, if you had to go to the bathroom in the battle, you had to miss the part you were in
Can
the
you
bathroom
sub-
for.
Can you sub in your extra person if you have them?
I don't think so. I think that once the alternate is decided, then that person stays the alternate just to avoid confusion with the switching in and out. So I think for bathroom breaks, we can say if you have to go, for sure go, but we will be continuing just
So
because
go
it's,
ahead and run. You'll be back in a minute anyway.
yeah, just it's for the sake of the time of everyone who's here that we need to keep going. But a good suggestion now is have your team make sure they use the bathroom before they join, because that's easy to forget when you join these Zoom meetings and that you're like, hold on. So try to go to the bathroom before your battle.
Or maybe even listen to the question, put in your answer, and then run to the bathroom.
Yeah. This is good though, because we may have students with questions in the battles and it's okay to stop and answer it for them.
Okay.
All right. But I'll repeat again what I was saying, that we are at number 1. It's an odd question, so it's for the golden books. In Power Forward, who does Zayed think his nano talks like?
Time.
All right. So what is your best guess, golden books?
He thinks his nano sounds like some friend from school.
That is incorrect. I will read the question again for the even team, the Golden Warriors. In Power Forward, who does Zayed think his nano talks like? Okay, that's time. So what is your best guess?
A dog?
That is incorrect. The answer is Yoda.
Ah.
Okay, so we are on number 2. This is even. So
Hey,
this is
Em.
for the,
Can I ask a question? Would you be doing that if you were in a real OBOB battle? It's distracting, sweetie. Thank you.
Okay, this is for the Golden Warriors. In Before They Were Authors, what is Maya Angelou's favorite snack as a child?
There's any chance you can tell me what book they wrote?
No, I'm sorry. I can only read the question as is. And remember, only your spokesperson can ask the questions.
But Zon, you could write that question onto your document. That's time.
All right. What is your best guess, Golden Warriors?
An apple.
That is incorrect. I will read the question again. For the Golden Books, in Before They Were Authors, what is Maya Angelou's favorite snack as a child?
Our guess is popcorn.
That is incorrect. The answer is pineapple.
Good guess, though.
Mm-hmm. No, for any of the coaches watching, the teams actually did a pretty good job here because I don't think they actually had a hint of what it was, but they just picked snack foods.
Yeah.
And that was a fair guess. So if you're coaching your team, that's usually what we recommend is think of something that would make sense as an answer, even if you don't know. So your spokesperson has something to say. All right, question 3. This is odd. So it's first for the Golden Books. In Space Case, what does Dash say the air mattresses smell like?
That's
Okay, that was time. Golden Books, what is your guess?
He says they smell like a new car.
That is incorrect. I will read the question again, this time for the even team, the Golden Warriors. In Space Case, what does Dash say the air mattresses smell like?
We don't need the extra time.
All right.
Rubber tires.
Okay, so I'm going to text, or not text, but message the judge in chat. I'm going to tell Miss Laws the answer and see what she thinks. So just give me a minute while we both think about it.
Can you repeat what the answer that the group said was?
Yes, the group answer was rubber tires.
Yeah, I think I would ask if they could be more specific, but I think we need that verb in there.
Yeah, okay. So can you be any more specific?
Deflated rubber tires.
That is incorrect. It was burning tires. But you guys were, well, both teams were on the right track there because we were talking about a car. So I guess that's an example of what it might look like if you're unsure, and then you get to the final decision, and then you move on. So now we are on question 4. It's even for the Golden Warriors. In A Boy Called Bat, how far away is Bat supposed to stay away from Janie when he talks? Okay, even team Golden Warriors, what is your guess?
6 feet apart.
That is incorrect. I will read the question again for the odd team, Golden Books.
Before you read the question, I have a question.
Sure, go ahead.
So if the question you're saying is for the other team and the other team hasn't answered yet, can I just say repeat the question? If
No, only the team that's being asked the question can have me repeat it.
okay.
But when it's your turn to try to steal it, that's a good question. You can have me repeat it as many times as you need. Yes, but only the team I asked the question to can have me repeat it.
I think also if you were kicked out and you missed the question, you may ask to have it repeated. So like Elizabeth, I could tell that you could hear the question because you came in just before it. But if you had been gone during the question and come back in, then you could say, I was kicked out. Could you repeat the question? And we'll stop everything and repeat it.
Yes, yes, definitely. Anytime you were kicked out, that is a good reason to interrupt. And just unmute and just let us know. Okay, so we're trying for the steal, right? So this is for the Golden Books. In A Boy Called Bat, how far away is Bat supposed to stay away from Janie when he talks? Okay, that's time. What is your best guess, Golden Books?
3 inches away.
That is incorrect. The answer is 12 inches. We are on question 5. This is for the odd team, Golden Books. In front desk, how much does Mr. Yao say he'll pay Mia's family per customer?
Our answer is $5.
That is correct. You have earned 5 points for that question. Next, we have an even question. Question 6. This is for the Golden Warriors. In El Defo, what is Cece's favorite lollipop flavor?
So Joey was kicked out.
Okay.
Let's ask him if he heard the question. We only had 5 seconds left, but I want to see. If
Okay. Okay.
Joey, you were kicked out. Did you hear the question?
No.
Okay.
Okay. So,
We'll do the time again and do
Yes.
it again. Okay.
or we can do, I don't know if you want to do like half. Let's just do the time again.
Is he the first? Which team are you on, Joey? You're in the war. Are you a warrior or a?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he is on the even team.
Okay, and this is an even one, so we better do
Yes.
it.
The question was, because someone kicked out, I'm going to repeat it and we're going to let them time again so Joey can look at their answers. In El Defo, what is Cece's favorite lollipop flavor?
Time.
Okay, time. What is your answer, Golden Warriors?
Cherry.
That is correct. So you have earned 5 points for that question. And it did work out well. It was nice to have Joey come back in because he knew that question. So he was very confident on his file.
Good.
So I think that is useful. That if we get kicked out, we just
So
start
you
the
guys,
timer again.
just as a team, you're going to need to know, and we maybe need to tell all the kids at the start of this, that if you get kicked out and you come back in and you would like to hear the question and be able to contribute, you need to actually unmute and tell the leader, especially because we're going to have breakout rooms and things going on and it could get really confusing. So you may need to say something and say, I was kicked out, not my fault.
Yes, that's good. And remember, their parents are accidentally not seeing that, right? Like I can't see everybody, and Miss Law can see some more than I can see. So don't hesitate. It's not like they didn't want to include you. Just it's hard to look at everything. All right, this is an odd question. Number 7 for the Golden Books. In A Wolf Called Wander, what is Swift's role when his pack hunts elk?
It's time.
Okay, that is time. So Golden Books, what is your answer?
Flanking the elk from the side.
Okay, I'm going to ask again the judge for a second opinion on this one. I'll type the answer. And you guys said flanking the elk from the side.
Yeah, I would say that it's correct because I think their answer is more specific because I've read the book. So
yes. Okay, I agree with you. I would accept that as well. And I think the other team actually had something that was similar, but not the exact wording, and I would have accepted it too. So yes, we are accepting your answer. Officially, it was he runs the herd, which is what you described. So anything about like chasing the animals, kind of moving them along. So that is an acceptable answer. And that means you have 5 points for that one. This is question 8. It is the final question. It goes to the even team first, Golden Warriors. In 9/10, A September 11 Story, what is Amy's favorite movie?
that's time.
Okay, so what is your best guess, Golden Warriors?
Harry Potter.
That is incorrect. I will read the question. Again. Is there a question? All right. I'll read it again for the odd team, the Golden Books. In 9/10, A September 11 Story, what is Amy's favorite movie?
It's time.
All right. Golden Books, what is your best guess?
Her favorite movie was about Pokemon.
That is incorrect. You guys, your young age might have probably made this hard to remember. It's one of my favorite movies. Clueless.
What is
So
that?
the name of the movie is Clueless. But that is a movie made before your guys' time. So what I have for my subtotal on the content questions is the odd team. The Golden Books had 10 points. And the even team, the Golden Warriors, had 5.
Correct.
Correct. And then I'm going to try to add in my head right now, the Golden Books had 22.
Correct.
And the Golden Warriors had 23.
By 1 point, the Warriors take it.
The even
Wow.
team wins for the Golden Warriors. So close, you guys. What a very good battle.
So here
So
at this point, the spokesperson or the judge needs to let the kids know that tomorrow what will be happening with the rounds, or I guess in this case, let's pretend this is Monday. We'd say, well, on Wednesday, you're going to both go on to the next rounds. The Golden, who was it? The Warriors. You'll be going to the
winners.
round. The main round, and the others will be going to the consolation round, where there's still a chance of being re-entered into the main round if you beat all the other teams. So
yeah.
There's
And
many-
we contact you guys with the dates then, and then you'll know when your next battle will be and who you'll be battling.
Miss Laws,
yes.
when I did OBOB at my school, that was never a thing. You just kept on battling.
What do you mean it was never a thing?
Like the consolation round, that was never a thing.
Yeah,
You're
it's
right.
It's not.
This year we made it different because we didn't have quite as many volunteers and quite as big of a tournament. We turned it into it's called a double elimination tournament. So you're guaranteed 2 games, but then after that it becomes elimination, which is much different than what OBOB is usually like. Yeah, but we had to change it just for this year.
So there's 2 battles be going on in and so one team will have one team that lost, and then another, so those 2 will battle, and then whoever wins will go back into the game, and the others will just be gone.
Well,
Yes, after the first 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that will
also, I know Zong, you're not happy with the name, but it's a little too late because we've already entered it. It's already entered on all the forms, and everyone needs to know their team name well, because if you get kicked out, the leader is going to ask you, what team are you from? So they can send you back to the breakout room. Okay.
And we're asking the moderator, like I did before every question, to repeat both if it's even or odd for the team and the team name, because it's hard to know when it's your turn sometimes on Zoom, because I can't look at each team and say, focus on that. We don't want you to accidentally answer another team's question, because then you could give away the answer. So it's really just, let's stick. Yeah, we have to stick with these names.
Do you guys see how M has odd after her name? So you might want to know how to change your name so that you could add that even or odd to your name to help the people who are running the competition out.
Oh yeah, I did forget to ask at the beginning.
That's okay.
Of
M
all.
did it anyway for some reason, so maybe you're just feeling odd.
Yeah, she was
Hey,
hearing
that
me
was
when
really
you asked me to.
Nice job today. Are there any other questions? Because you only have about 5 minutes till your art class.
When's that constellation round?
It's the same day as the other round, so you'll come on with everybody, and we'll send you to different breakout rooms.
Okay.
It's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be crazy for us.
Yeah, Raina?
So are there going to be lots of people in a Zoom meeting and everyone is battling the other team in a breakout room?
So there'll be 8 teams with 4 to 5 people on each team. So that's like, 40 people plus grown-ups. So that'll be, 50 or so people and a whole bunch of breakout rooms, 4 or 5 breakout rooms. And yeah, it's going to be pretty crazy.
Yep,
So
and yep, but we'll tell you where to go.
There are only 8 teams in OBOB this year?
No, there are 8 teams in 4th grade. Well, we're taking the 3rd grade
Oh.
winner and putting them into 4th grade. So then there are
Okay.
another 8 teams, I think, in 5th grade. So there's 16 teams that'll be competing. 17
Mhm.
really, if you count the other 3rd grade team.
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm.
Yeah. I think it's a lot of teams, right?
Yeah, the kids who need to go to art, they're just saying in the chat, you can go. We'll clear up questions for anyone who wants to stay, and stop the recording, I guess. And then, but if you have to go to art, you just go run to art, or if you're all done with your questions, we'll see you later.
Bye. Zong, did you have a question? Joey, do you have a question? Nope. Okay. Go ahead and go.
You guys, I think Miss Laws and I had maybe 1 or 2 questions to ask each other, so that's why we're still sticking around.
Zong, are you really still there, or did you log out and you just got stuck? Maybe he is. Sometimes this happens where somebody just stays on there, and
Their name stays on.
I just remove them.
Yeah.
Well,
Do
there
you
it
want
is.
to pause the recording now, or do you want the
Oh no, I want